good morning. So if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for subscribing, and please keep the comments coming. Those comments really help give me an idea of what you guys want to see. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rod. I farm with my family in Southern Ohio, and I'm also a KC-135 pilot with the Ohio Air National Guard. So the agenda for today, there are a few videos back you might have saw where we took a jet with a bad cargo door out to Oklahoma City to have it fixed. Apparently it's fixed now, so we're going to fly out there, refuel a C-17. We'll land. My crew will get off. Hopefully we'll only be on the ground for an hour or two, and then fly that jet back to Rickenbacker. I think I have my GoPros and my cell phone and the batteries and all the SD cards ready to roll. So hopefully I'll get some good footage for you all today. So we're out here on the flight line. There must have been a miscommunication somewhere. This jet needed about 11,000 gallons to get to Oklahoma and back, and it only had about 8,000 gallons. So the fuel troops are out here right now, putting some extra gas on for us. They tell me this truck will pump 300 gallons per minute. So I'll show you our luxurious bathroom accommodations. There's the toilet, conveniently located right next to a circuit breaker panel, and the main aircraft battery and the APU battery. And then we got our P tubes, which there's usually a high voltage sign right there, but they're also conveniently located to another electrical source. So it's starting to turn into a little bit of a clown show. About an hour past our scheduled takeoff. We finally got the gas on that we needed, but now we're having avionics issues. So unfortunately the C-17 we were supposed to meet up with couldn't delay. So assuming we get fixed, it's going to be a straight flight to Oklahoma City. But things are not looking too good. So after waiting here, I got all these guys subscribing to the YouTube channel.
Alright guys, we're ready to taxi. Clear right. Roger. Tower, Eddie 6-1 holding short, 5 right, ready for takeoff.
Eddie 6-1 heavy, Rick Tower, runway 5 right, line up and wait.
5 right, line up and wait, Eddie 6-1. Alright, you're clear on final, line up and wait, crew. Alright, lining up to wait.
Eddie 6-1 heavy, runway 5 right, wind 060 at 3, clear for takeoff.
Eddie 6-1, clear for takeoff, 5 right. Alright, clear for takeoff, crew. Clear for takeoff.
96, descend to maintain flow 300 within 4 minutes.
300 in 4 minutes, Legion 596.
Commuter 4999, contact Indy Center 124.62.
Information Charlie. 2156 Zulu observation. Wind 09 or 0 at 07. Weather is better than 5005. Temperature 38. Dew point 14. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 8. Pressure altitude plus 1235. Density altitude plus 4311. Runway 18 ILS approach in use. Taxiway Delta East side closed. Taxiway Kilo closed until further notice. Fire department services degraded. Birdwatch condition low. Advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie.
Well, we're in Oklahoma City. Balmy 105 degrees. At least the wind ain't blowing 50 mile an hour.
Brickyard 4638, contact Indy Center at 132.52.
3252, Brickyard 4638.
All right, guys, after spending about 3 hours on the ground there at Tinker, they finally got our jet ready to go. So we're heading back to good old Columbus, Ohio right now. We're cruising along at 29,000 feet. Doing about 460 knots over the ground. And the computer is saying that we got about an hour to go. We got, you guys met FNG, he's sitting in the jump seat. And then, pilot, you got a call sign yet or no?
Not yet.
Okay, so
Kind of working on that.
we'll call him Tommy. He just got back from a deployment. And
Go ahead.
he's one of our younger guys. And I think you guys met Styx a few flights back. He's above right now. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any refueling in today.
Roger, due speed maintain
But,
280 knots.
It is what it is.
American 1315.
There's a lot of things that got to go right for a air refueling mission to happen, and
Attaboy 3578, KC Center, Roger.
a lot of things didn't go right today.
Skywest 5480, into the center, to right conditions. Got 5480, nicely smooth. You're at 300. Thank you.
In Columbus approach, 86-1 is descending via the Jackets 1 arrival. Looking for vectors to the visual for runway 5 right. Come back.
86-1 Heavy, Columbus Port, state announced number 3011, you can expect that.
So it's Friday afternoon, the day after the flight. We're working on this 24-acre field right behind my house. It is alfalfa and orchard grass, and this will finish up our second cut. We got a total of about 50 acres of alfalfa. This is new seeding alfalfa. We sowed it last fall, and we're not real happy with the stand we got out of it. Trying to figure out what happened. Could be a few things. Last fall we had a big invasion of armyworms, and they pretty much took out about 22 acres of our fourth cut. And at that time this was just coming up out of the ground, so I don't know if the worms got to it and hurt it bad enough to where it just didn't come back up, or Dad seems to think we might have some fertility issues because there's spots in the field where it's nice and thick, and then other spots the alfalfa's there, it just wasn't very tall. So we'll probably get this off and then run a few soil tests, see if we need some fertilizer or maybe some lawn. So I'm running along with Dad. Hay seems to be pretty dry. The moisture tester on the baler is saying between 15 and 17%. Like I talked about earlier, this stand was a little thin. I'd say we'll be lucky to get 40 bales off of it, whereas normally I think we get closer to 70 or 75. We've got a high-tech monitor, the two bars you see fluctuating on the left. That's basically just telling us how even the bale is, and so Dad's kind of weaving back and forth to try to get a symmetrical bale. And it automatically tells us when to stop. We're baling 4x5s right now, so 60 inches is how tall that bale is going to be. Probably can't see it, but we're wrapping it with a net wrap. So all that stuff happens automatically, and then he's going to flip the hatch in the back, and the bale will kick out. The yellow tank has got hay preservative in it, so for some reason the hay was not dry and we needed to get it baled before it rained or something, we would spray it down as we're baling it, and that'll just help preserve the hay, keep it from rotting, and potentially keep it from catching on fire. You can see the boys goofing off. CJ and David's on the four-wheelers, and Luke tore his up, so our four-wheeler's gone. He bought that garden tractor, riding mower, whatever you want to call it, last summer. It was broke down the other day, but I guess I figured out how to get it going. So